Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Tea Time Tuesdays. So glad that you are here with us this afternoon. I'm glad that you're joining in. Please remember to like and share this broadcast this morning. Go ahead and get the word out there. Good afternoon, Tea Time community. And for those who are first time Tea Time watchers, good afternoon to you. And we want to welcome you to our community of Tea Time Tuesdays, where we pause, reset, and build resilience. So excited to be here with all of you. You can also view us over there on YouTube as well. Please remember to like and share our YouTube channel as well as look at previously recorded tea time sessions that we've had. So good afternoon to each and every one of you. All right, who's on this afternoon? Go ahead and tell us what you're drinking, what you're having. Good afternoon to all of you again. Good afternoon to you already over there, Carmela, over there in
Hello.
Charlotte. Good afternoon. What a beautiful day. It is a little gloomy here and raining a little bit. It's for the
Mhm.
next couple of days. We'll have some rain, but that's okay because the sun is still shining, even though it's raining. So, as you all know, we have our awarenesses for the month. And our first awareness for the month, as we put that up.
Let's
All right.
see. Here we go.
Black History Month, the Renewal Center. We are celebrating and honoring Black History Month this February when we know the past, shape the future. We are excited about that, and we have our Black History Month. Please make sure to check your apps for your Black History moments that we send out each and every month for the month of February for an awesome Black History fact. Again, we are celebrating and honoring Black History Month here at the Renewal Center. All right. And then we have National School Counselors Week. Okay. Now we're a little bit past the time, but we still want to honor the counselors of those who counsel our children, take time with them. We appreciate you. And that's National School Counselors Week, but we're going to still celebrate you however long, all month long. Thank you for your service, your dedication, and your time to students all over who need these counseling services. We thank you, counselors, as you continue to add to the educational process and growth of our children and young adults as well. So we thank you for your service. All right. That's great. And so, what are you guys having out there for your tea? Go ahead and share. If you're having tea, if you're having coffee, what are you having, Carmela?
I am having cozy chamomile.
Chamomile tea. Okay. So everybody out there, what's your tea of choice? I am having, I'll wait to announce mine, but and speaking of that, let's just go ahead into the tea of the week.
I am so sorry. I don't have the tea of the week fly.
You don't? Did I send it
I'm
over?
sorry, Hope. Yes, I thought I had it. Give me a quick second. If you can keep going, I
All
will
right,
make
no
sure that
problem. Let's keep going here. Patrick saying he's having refreshing water, but I'll go ahead.
Oh,
Our
I
tea
do
of
have
the
it.
you
I
have it?
do have it. It's at the bottom of the file. Sorry about that. Here we
No,
go.
no, no, it's no problem. Not a problem at all. So our tea of the week is blackberry tea. All right. And I love blackberry tea. If any of you have ever tried it, let me know. Blackberry tea is basically it's a hidden treasure. It's full of antioxidants and it's a healthy tea as well to add to your tea collection. The tea is made with loads again of antioxidants, which helps to protect our cells and helps us in our health overall. And so we know that berries are part of this, and so this is a great number of benefits that's included with this particular tea. It helps even with some risks of chronic diseases and improving skin health as well. All right. So this particular tea, it's not caffeine, but it's caffeine free. It's a great choice if you're trying to limit caffeine or anything like that. This is a good choice. And the blackberry leaf tea is also a great source of vitamin C and minerals included, as well as vitamins E and K. If you all have had
That's
a
good.
blackberry tea, I'm not a fruit tea person, but because blackberries is one of my favorite fruits, I do enjoy blackberry tea. That is my tea of choice today. I have my blackberry tea with some fresh blackberries in my tea this morning that I'm going to enjoy. What are you guys having out there? All right. I see some comments coming in. All right. Good afternoon, Pamela. Thank you for joining. All right. Mushroom coffee. Good afternoon. I've had that. It's great. Hibiscus. That is one of my top teas as well. Mint
Good.
and rose blossom tea. All right. Living in faith
Mm,
every day. Thank you for that. All right. And our executive director, Patrick, says he's having refreshing water. All right. Nothing like that water we need our tea of the week.
that scared me. I don't know where it was.
Yeah, absolutely. Good day. Good day, everyone. Good afternoon. All right, Paulie saying good morning. Having coffee today. Folgers coffee with hazelnut creamer. All right, Paulie. Thanks for sharing the coffee. All right. Sharon, good day to you as well, Sharon. Good day to you as well, Nicole. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Yes. Hello, tea timers, and welcome to tea. All right. Another mushroom coffee. All right.
Wow.
All right. Yeah. Mushroom coffee is good. I've had some as well. It's really good.
It's supposed to be
All
healthy for
right.
you.
So we're going to go ahead and get into our right now where we're going to locate ourselves. And this is a moment where we take time to pause, take a moment to just take a moment to just stop what we're doing in this moment if you can. If you're driving, I understand, but we're going to take time to just pause to reset. Okay, so we're going to go ahead into our locate yourself. All right. All right, that was great. I tell you something, Carmela, looking at bodies of water in some type of way is always
Mhm.
relaxing. I
It
hope you
sure
guys
is.
enjoyed that. Locate yourself, where we're able to look at those bodies of water. It's just so calming to see that. So while we're going ahead to move into our tea time session, which Carmela is going to lead, we just want to again invite you to share and like this broadcast. Gonna turn it over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Hope. How's everyone doing out there today? It's good to see everyone. I see so many people that are tapped in from different parts of the world and different parts of the United States. We're so excited that you are joining us today. And as Hope has said, go ahead, like and share this broadcast with others so that they can join in with pause, reset, and building resilience. And with that being said, now I know Hope just got through telling us where she is, and the way, I guess if you all know the weather pattern is, it's a little little cloudy and rainy and cold. And I know we just got through, seemed like we just had summer 2 days ago. But I would like for each of us to do something to kind of override the fogginess and the cloudiness out there and put in the chat something invigorating, even if it's one word. If you can think of an invigorating word to encourage the Tea Time community, go ahead and put it in the chat. And then we're going to get started, because that's going to kind of help us segue into our Tea Time Tuesday today. So think about one word. Don't have to think long. Don't have to think hard. Put one invigorating word in the chat for our Tea Time community this morning. And so while we're doing that, going to go ahead and talk about what we're going to talk about today. And that is this: the inspiration of devotion. The inspiration of devotion. And so if you're looking at the screen, you'll see in front of you, there's a little bit of this heart thing going on. Looks like Valentine's going on. It looks like African American Black History Month is going on. And so that's, we're going to be combining both of those celebrations this week for Tea Time Tuesday. We're going to take a look at the inspiration of devotion. And so I see something coming in the chat. I hope that is an exhilarating word that you put in the chat today. All right. Thank you, Nichelle. She says joy. Thank you. And that's enough today. If joy is what we need, then I'll take it. I'll take joy today. Thank you for sharing that with our Tea Time community, because many of us need a little bit of joy in the day. Okay, so let's get started once again. Today we're talking about the inspiration of devotion. And actually, this is going to tie into our tenets of Tea Time Tuesday, which is pause, reset, and building resilience. So we're going to focus on building resilience, and we are going to tie Black History Month and Valentine Day coming in together. And so I hope that you all are looking forward to a refreshing and energizing and revitalization today in our tea time. And that's what I'm going to try to provide. And so I want to get everybody on board. Let's talk about the word devotion. And, if you think about devotion, what comes to mind? What comes to mind when you think about devotion?
When I think about devotion, what comes to mind is being not setting aside time. I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue tied, but just being dedicated to something.
Yes.
Setting a time aside is different, but that is also dedication. So my mom, when it comes to thoughts, is being dedicated.
Yes.
To something, someone. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Thank you. And that's exactly where we're going to be going today. If we look at Valentine's Day, we look at Black History Month, we're going to look at we have several awarenesses going on in the month. And but we want to narrow down two things, and that's Black History Month and Valentine's Day. And what do both of those mean? How can we connect those? And as Hope has said, devotion is like dedicating ourselves to something. And so we're going to do that. And so we're going to talk about what devotion really means and how we can use that to build resilience. It's always good to have some tools in your toolbox that's going to help you build resilience. That's going to build opportunities for a setback to come to a comeback. And I will raise my hand to say that I have had to maneuver through building resilience many times over and over in my own life. How about you, Hope?
Yes, definitely.
And we've had to use tools in our toolbox to help us overcome and help us to get into a place of turning a setback into a comeback. I see you want to share something.
No, I was agreeing with you. Yes.
Okay. How many of you guys out there have ever been in a situation where you really needed some tools to help you make a comeback from a setback, or turn it around from a setback to a comeback? And so now we're going to look at how devotion can inspire us and empower us and give us inspiration to see things a little more clearly and produce enthusiasm. Because there may be a time that, we may need a little bit more gusto to help us build resilience. And so that's why we pause. That's why we stop. that's why we take the time to do that. I see a remark coming in. I want to go ahead and put it up on the screen. Okay, let's see. Patrick is saying, yes, sure did. Summer 2019. And yes, Pamela. Okay, yes. We all have something, somewhere, some paramount moment that we encountered a setback. And it's not how you, I've always heard, it's how you get up from the setback that makes a difference. And it's what you use and how you approach it to help you get up. Because sometimes we need a little bit of help to help us overcome a setback, right?
Yes.
I'm telling you. Go ahead and share. I hear you saying
No,
something.
I agree with you totally. I think that, resilience is a great part of, coming back from the setback, actually,
Right.
coming back from the setback. So, I really, this is really good how you're merging everything together this afternoon. So yeah, I'm just in agreement with you. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's just stay on that same tip that we are going to have some tools that we're going to set in place here at Tea Time Tuesday with the renewal practice of how we can use devotion to help us come from a setback to a comeback. I know I would like that. I know that's kind of catchy, but it's relevant because we all navigate through different things in our lives, and we can know that we need some tools along the line to help us move into a place of coming back, right? Okay, so as we were talking about what devotion is the quality of being devoted, a strong love or loyalty for something. It could be a profound dedication, just like Hope just said. Dedication is what devotion is. Or it could be like an enthusiasm for an activity or a cause. And so if you look at devotion and how that applies to each and every one of us, really, devotion inspires us to persevere. And I love that. Devotion inspires perseverance. It helps us to move forward. It helps us to overcome. It helps us to make a comeback when we've had a setback. And I'm telling you, it's the determination in us. It's the devotion in us. It's something in us that stirs us up to say, okay, I'm going to bounce back. And I know that this has been a serious setback for me, but if I could put this in place here, I know that I can overcome this obstacle somehow and some way. I see a remark coming in, and okay, that's you, Hope. That's right. Everybody's hashtag setback to comeback. Well, I like that. Yes, setback to comeback. And we need that. We need that. We need to hear it because, like I said, there'll be times that we may have to navigate through a little mishap, a rough patch or something, but it's always good to build resilience. It helps us to grow. It helps us to stand tall. So with that, we're going to do some journaling exercises a little bit later, but let's integrate Valentine and Black History Month together. So we're going to look for a love for something and a dedication and an enthusiasm for something. So we look at Valentine, and that's what that is all about, a love for something, a showing of appreciation. And so now I would like to combine that with several quotes. So let's take a time and look at how these quotes can apply to us and help us to make a comeback from a setback. Okay, so here we go. Here's our first one. Hope you want to read this from Ella Fitzgerald?
Sure. Just don't give up what you're trying to do. Where there is a love and inspiration, I don't think you can go wrong. Ella Fitzgerald.
Thank you. I love that word that's highlighted in the middle, inspiration. As Hope just read, where there's love and inspiration, and in Ella Fitzgerald's opinion, you can't go wrong with those together. And so as we look at devotion, we look at devotion as being love and inspiration together. And as she was saying, you just don't give up what you're trying to do. But if you put love and inspiration together and you put both of those in place and use that as a tool, you can't go wrong. So we can use love and inspiration, which is devotion, to something as fuel to help us when we're getting that rough patch, right? And I know that love or whatever, however we see through what lens it is, and however we see inspiration, if we tie those together, that'll help us pedal through some of the rough patches. Excuse me. And so let's take a look once more at Ella Fitzgerald's quote, and then just roll that around in your mind. And let's open up a discussion right quick about what we think, how that could be used to help us overcome a rough patch. Just don't give up what you're trying to do. Think about what it is you're trying to do. Maybe it's hard. Maybe you're at a wit's end with something, or it could be you're navigating through something and you say, "Wow, this is too hard." But then, it could be a setback. It could be pushing you back. But then if you take another approach and look at the second sentence where there's love and inspiration, I don't think you can go wrong. So think about how you can use this quote, this Black History quote, along with devotion and how we see Valentine's Day and giving and loving. How can you put both love and inspiration together so that you can move into a place of overcoming? Okay, so now that we've saw Ella Fitzgerald's quote, let's go to the next quote. And this is from Harriet Tubman. Here is her quote. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. And if we can pull out of that quote the word passion. Now, we just got through seeing the other quote, and that was inspiration. So now let's look at passion. Passion is the drive for something, the enthusiasm for something. And as Harriet Tubman is saying here, always remember that you have the strength and the patience and passion together that can help you reach for the stars and change the world. I just want to say all it takes sometimes is just a piece of motivation to help you move forward. You know what I mean? All we need sometimes is just to hear a quote or to hear an affirmation like we talk about on Tea Time, or to hear an encouraging word or something, and it ignites you to move forward with enthusiasm so you can overcome. So if we can draw something from these quotes today, it could help us, even if we're in a tight, you say, you know what? I can do this. I think this is what this quote is saying. Hope, I see you shaking your head. You want to share something?
Oh no, I was just trying to processing both of the quotes that you shared, and just the part about the passion. That the word that you had to stick out was passion, and also patience.
Mm-hmm.
The patience and the passion. And so, wow, when I look at passion, I think about something that it's like a burning desire for me to do. It's something that I'm, wanting to do versus something that I'm just doing. I think there's a different motivation when you're passionate about something that you're doing versus just something that you're just doing. I think passion is the driving force behind what we do and how we do what we do. So that's what I think when I think about passion, and also like just it could be something simple, Carmela, it could be like a passion for flowers or passion for gardening or any of those things. It's what you love to do that you don't have to be pushed or probed to do, but it's something that's already on the inside of you, and the passion is leading you to do it. So that's what I think about when I think about that quote, with passion, when you highlighted the word passion.
Thank you. I like that you said that, because now you're going exactly in the direction of what I was going to talk about. And sometimes we don't look at these things like devotion as a tool to help us overcome. And sometimes we look at being devoted. How many of you, I know Hope and I can attest to that. You get to a place, you may be in a situation, and all you need to do is to find that thing that you love to do, and you throw yourself into that, and all of a sudden you start forgetting about that situation, or it pulls you out. I know for me, going back to some of the things I love to do, all I need to do is have that, and it shifts my attention, because there's a passion there. Going to the lake, there's a passion there. Doing adult coloring or playing the piano, there's a passion there for me. Or traveling, there's a passion there. Getting out and just walking, that's my passion. Writing is my passion. Come on and jump in, Hope, because I know you got a lot of things that you could share that shifts
Yeah.
you away from that place of a setback. Can you talk to that? Can you speak to that?
Oh yeah, I mean, just what you mentioned, just about passion and the things that we love to do. And I think kind of focusing on that shows us the devotion that we have towards something, because when we have devotion towards something, we have passion towards it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so, like you said, you like to travel, you're passionate about that. I love to travel as well. I like to do things with my hands. I'm creative.
Right.
And those types of things I do, it's not even a second thought.
Mm-hmm.
I'm passionate about listening to my music that I love, and it's not a second thought. And when I'm doing it, I can feel it. It's not anything that's like, it's more of it takes me out of the place of
Mm-hmm.
that place into a different place of joy. And
Yeah.
like Michelle said, joy, it brings me
Yeah.
into the place of joy. Hmm.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for saying that, because we need a place where we can shift. And I know you all are like saying, well, what does that have to do with what does this what we're talking about today, as far as taking the time to just really show inspiration or devotion? How is that going to help us out of a setback? How does that going to help us become resilience, build resilience in our lives? Well, if we look at these quotes again, I'm going to go back and put a few up, and then we're going to go to the next one. If you look at this right here, this quote, it's talking about love and inspiration. Love comes within. And as you throw yourself into something, or throw yourself into some productivity and positivity, something that inspires you, and you start to think about it, I can't go wrong. It will build resilience. It will build confidence, so that you will continue to stay the course and make that comeback. And then here we use inspiration, and here we use passion. We use passion as that drive, that fuel, to know that we can still dream. We still have the strength. We still can make changes, like that. We have enough enthusiasm. We can make changes in the world. We can make changes in our environment. We can make changes to bring us out of a setback into a comeback. And with that, let's go to our next quote. If Hope, would you like to read the next quote?
Sure. Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he has overcome. James Balt.
Thank you. If we look at this, we look that success is to be measured not so much by the position, but then think about, you can use devote. If you think about what you've overcome, what you've already overcome, then that even helps you say, I've been there before. And so I can get this mindset of enthusiasm. I can get this mindset that I'm an overcomer, and I can come back from this setback. So we use this, even using the quote from James Baldwin, using that quote from James Baldwin. I mean, I like to see that quote, because it reminds me that, my success is not mattered. It's not measured by where I am now. If we look back, we can know that we can reach ahead, because we've already overcome something before. And so that's a tool for our toolbox. And so now with that, we can say, well, what did I do to overcome that? What did I do? What devotion did I have? What mechanisms was I working with? And that's the fuel that we use, again, devotion to something that will help us overcome. I see a remark in the tea time. Y'all are quiet out there. Living in faith every day as a remark. Would you like to read that?
Sure. I found things I am passionate about are woven into my purpose, and both fuel me to keep going, building resilience along the way, living in faith every day. Thank you so much for the comment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's, build with all of those things that Nichelle just got through saying. It's both fuel. The things that she has done in the past, the things that she's doing now, helps her to build resilience. And sometimes we really don't talk about resilience until we're in it. Sometimes we don't really speak about resilience as much until we are in a setback or in a crisis or in something. And then now we need some tools to help us get out. And so, one of the things that could help us is devotion to something that can help us become more enthusiastic about what we're doing. Passion, find something that you're passionate about that's going to fuel your vitality, fuel your vibrancy, fuel those things that will help you to stay motivated and inspired so that you can go forward, so that you can move ahead. Hope, is there anything you would like to share with that?
Oh no, I think that's a great comment. I mean, I like when she says moving into my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way to put it in a good example as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Tea time community today is quiet.
Yes,
I think they have their thinking caps on. What do you think?
yes, big processing. Yeah,
Yeah, because we
yeah.
all need a tool. We all need
Hmm.
some tools that's going to help us. I see our
Hmm.
executive director is speaking, and he's saying passion increases my motivation when I experience what is not in my control. And see, I love that. When you relinquish, I think if we were looking at the last time we were talking about Tea Time Tuesday and thinking about expressing how we feel and knowing that some things are out of our control. I mean, once we realize that's out of my control, then you can increase your passion to do some other things,
Hmm.
that you can shift into something else productive, that you can shift into something that inspires you. And I believe it's so important that we have some tools available that's going to help us. And Patrick is coming again with something. Would you like to take his?
Sure. Passion has recently helped me channel my energy to research while completing my dissertation
Mm-hmm.
revisions. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing that, Patrick. I mean, we can use passion in everyday life. We can use devotion to everything, everyday life, situations that can help us come out of a tight. Patrick here has used that. He's channeled his energy
Hmm.
to something else, which is to completing his dissertation. So he's like, okay, I see this is happening over here, but I'm going to I'm going to put all my devotion into working on my doctoral dissertation. I'm going to focus with that. And sometimes just a little bit of devotion. And I think I said that at the beginning of our session today, that there are some tools that we may not recognize that really is a good tool to use. And that is devotion to something that will help us ignite ourselves. Enthusiasm, motivation, all of these things fall
Hmm.
under the love and the devotion for something. And so I'm really thankful for this, because this is helping us with our journey, when we're navigating through things. Patrick is coming with something. Okay.
Okay, you go ahead.
Okay, that passion may not change the outcome, but it does help me during the journey. And there it is.
Hmm.
It's a tool to help us navigate. I believe, it's a tool to help us as we find something that can encourage us or uplift us. Then you can place ourselves in that to help us navigate through things. And I believe that enthusiasm is a mindset. It helps us. Passion and taking the time to be inspired to do something that we love to do will help us shift into a positive mode so that we can uh, move from that setback, can help us navigate from the setback to the comeback. How do y'all feel about that? Tea timers, you guys are quiet out there today. Are you thinking? Okay. We got the last quote from Black History I would like to share. Okay. Hope, would you like to read this one?
Sure.
Okay.
Success.
Here it is.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't sit down and wait for the opportunities to come. Get up and make them. Madam C.J. Walker.
That's amazing. Can you read that one more time?
Sure. Don't sit down and wait for the opportunities to come. Get up and make them. Madam C.J. Walker.
Okay. What do y'all think of that? And we talked about opportunities as well on one of our tea times about maximizing our opportunities. If you think about, okay, you're in the middle of something, or you're thinking about, I wonder if I can do that, or do I have the wherewithal to do that? Well, passion, devotion, all of these things will help us do that, because it'll help us get up from sitting down. It'll help us get up and have the initiative. It'll help us get up from where we are. That's bouncing back. That's resilience. I'll put this quote up one more time. Don't sit down and wait. Make them happen. And so you got to have that get up attitude.
Get up, yeah.
Get up, get motivated, get moving. And that will help us fuel ourselves to moving into a comeback, even though things may not look so favorable. Okay, so I want to go to the chat because I see now, so we got some remarks coming in. Thank y'all, Tea Time Tuesday community. Okay, we have Deborah. Okay, you want to take Deborah's?
Sure. Thank you for breaking down passion. I love being outdoors and gardening. And that's where God amazes me even more by the details of what he has created. That's devotion.
Wow. Thank you, Deborah. Deborah is sharing there's an appreciation for just being in the midst of things. And so in the midst of the creation, in the midst of being outside and taking in those things, I can attest to that because all I need is to hear some birds chirping or some water running. And then all of a sudden my mindset shifts because there's an appreciation for nature. Thank you for sharing that, Deborah. We appreciate you sharing that. And Tina.
Do you think passion can position us into purpose?
Now that's a great question. And I like how you posed that question because you said position. I think it puts you in a place of shifting the way that you think. Just like we were talking, shifting our attitude about something. And we're like, you know what? This might be a little rough patch, but I can be devoted to something. I can find something that inspires me, that is a part of me. And I believe Hope spoke to that earlier at the beginning. You know, something that's already inside of you that is your purpose is what you've been destined to do. You know, that's what you've been here for. And so if you think about the fact that your passion is already wired up in there, all you have to do is just say, what do I like to do? What is it that fuels me? And then move out in that. And so I hope that answered the question. Yes, move out in what already inspires you to be who you are and what you love to do. That can help us navigate in those places. Hope I see you smiling. You want to share something?
Oh, no, I was just listening to the comment. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And Paulie's coming. Hey, bro, that's my brother out there. He's coming with a quote. With a comment. He's saying, as the first quote, not giving up on what you're trying to do. Can't go wrong being inspired. Vanessa has her goals set in motion to start her own Christian academy here in San Antonio. Delayed is not denied. Stay motivated and focused. And there it is. Stay motivated and focused. Keep going. Even though we may not see, you know, like you're in a place like, gosh, is it ever going to happen? You know, but if you stay the course and stay in devotion and stay enthusiastic and keep that inspiration and knowing that this is something and work towards that, then we're able to navigate just a little easier. It helps us build resilience. Thank you for sharing that. And here's Christine. Hi, Christine. Thank you for coming today. Hope you want to take her.
Sure. It's on me to change my view.
Absolutely. It begins with us. It begins with the individual. If we can change the way that we see it, then it's, you know, and it's not easy. It's not sometimes. But again, we're here at Tea Time Tuesday to provide some tools that can help. And this is what we believe that can help build resilience. And that's having an inspiring place of devotion in our lives. And so here's Living Every Day. Here's Michelle.
Each day I seek to learn something new or challenge myself in areas I want to grow in.
We speak to that all the time here at Tea Time Tuesday. Sometimes we just need to see some things that are new, do something, embark on new things that challenge us in a good way. And that helps us to grow. Resilience helps us to grow. All of these things that we're talking about today. And Pamela's saying, yes. Okay, thank you for inviting Deborah, Pamela. We appreciate that. Yes. Okay, our executive director is coming with something else. Would you want to take Patrick's?
Sure. He says, I create opportunities through having a growth mindset and stepping out of self-inflicted comfort zones. All right, that's good.
That's deep. Self-inflicted comfort zones. That's something else. If you really think about what Patrick is saying, Patrick is aligning what he is saying to I believe. We got to go back and find that quote. It said he's saying I create opportunities. So let's go back and find that quote that we said that we find there. Let's see where we create. I'm going to keep going till I find it, y'all. There it is.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah, you want to go ahead and speak to that, Hope?
Oh no, I was just agreeing with you with what Patrick was aligning to, with creating opportunities and getting up. So yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And I like that, how he's saying that when you create opportunities, just like Madam C.J. Walker is saying, don't sit down and wait for opportunities to just happen or to come. You create it, and you have a growth mindset to get out of your comfort zone, because, you know, a lot of us, we're good to go when we're in our comfort zone. You know, it's okay. But then if we take the reins of devotion and we take the reins of perseverance, as we talked about earlier, we talked about that. Let me go ahead and take this comment down. Devotion inspires perseverance. It helps us to keep going when we kind of feel like we're slowing down, right? And so let's take some more comments. Let's see. Patrick is continuing. He's saying, to me, passion drives us to take action in our purpose. Yeah, you know, he's speaking to the question that was asked earlier. Let's see who asked that question. Someone asked about Tina. Tina said, do you think passion can position us into purpose? And Patrick is coming back with a really good remark and, you know, comment. Passion drives us to take action in our purpose, while purpose is the reason behind those passionate actions anyway, if you think about it. That is so key. Thank you for sharing that, Patrick. And here's Christine.
Small steps forward is forward movement.
I love that.
Good.
I believe that, because with each step, I mean, all you have to do is put one step in front of the next, and pretty soon you're making a difference, and pretty soon you're gaining traction. And I love how you said that. Thank you so much, Christine, because all it is just taking a little step. And then Deborah's coming back, and she's thanking Pamela for the invitation. And we hope that you will continue to join us, Deborah, on Tea Time Tuesday. We meet every Tuesday at 12 noon. And then on the fourth Tuesdays, we meet at night at 7 p.m. So I'm so excited today that we were able to really talk about what devotion means and how that could be a tool to help us. I like the fact that, you know, resilience is making a comeback from setbacks and overcoming. And how do we do that? And using tools that can help us. And so what I would like to do is, and you can revisit this, maybe I'll put this on our Facebook page. These are some writing prompts that you could think about going forward this week as you go into your Tea Time journal. Here's some journaling exercises. Number 1, write about what you are enthusiastic and passionate about. That means devotion. What are you enthused about? It doesn't matter what it may be. You know, what inspires you, what motivates you in a productive way, in a positive way. Number 2, how can and will you incorporate devotion into your daily routine to help turn setbacks into comeback? So maybe this is something you can write in your journal and maybe revisit later when you kind of need that tool from the toolbox. Number 3, how does this action foster building resilience, enforce your aspirations, and reinforce your dreams? So if you think about what we talk about, I think James Baldwin, let me see if I can go back. Somebody back here talked about dreams. Harriet Tubman. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. So once again, number 3, how does this action foster building resilience, enforce your aspirations, and reinforce your dreams? Our dreams and our aspirations and bouncing back is so important to all of us, because we all need some tool to help us bounce back and build resilience in our lives. And so if you get an opportunity, maybe you can go back over those writing prompts and use those later. I will post those. We will post these on the Facebook page today, and you can use them later, you know, if you want to go back and just kind of pull from that. and because I know we didn't have enough time to just really sit and journal today. So we're gonna, I tell you, we're getting close to the top of the hour here, Hope. So if we want to go ahead and put your takeaways in the chat while we'll go over some of the announcements at the Renewal Center and how you can support the Renewal Center going forward.
All right. All right. If you would like to give to the Renewal Center, we have several ways that you can be able to give. Go ahead and join us and come in and covenant with us as you give to the vision of the Renewal Center as we continue to expand our local influence. Here's the way that you can give. Again, Renewal Center is a nonprofit organization, and you can give by any of these ways we have available. If you like to mail a check or money order, you may do so with the information listed here on the bottom at the Amelia P.O. Box 1381, Concord, North Carolina 28026. We invite you to take a moment in time to give to the Renewal Center. All right. All right. So here we are, the Renewal Center 6th prophetic gathering. We invite you to join us. Registration is now open. And so when you register, go ahead and register and then make sure to invite a friend. Registration is located on our social media platforms where you can go ahead and register. We're looking for a great time on April the 4th through the 5th in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we embrace the 6th prophetic gathering. We have an awesome team of teachers and leaders that will be imparting and releasing to us. We're looking forward to this time. Please make sure to register and invite somebody else to join you to the 6th prophetic gathering with the Renewal Center. Then we have Reforming Culture, which is tomorrow. We are currently discussing the Kingdom of God series on Wednesday nights at 7:30 p.m. Come on and join us. This has been a powerful series as we continue to undivulge the kingdom of God in the series. It's been some phenomenal teaching. Join us for this time. Again, that's tomorrow, Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. If you've never been to Reforming Culture, please, we invite you to join us for this Bible study series, The Kingdom of God, Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. All right, and then we have our New You Digital Discipleship, which is held on Sundays at 10 a.m. with the Renewal Center team. We invite you to join us for a time of worship, praise, and the word. We are just excited about that. Join us for the New You Digital Discipleship again on Sundays with the Renewal Center team. All this information is located on our app and our social media platforms as well, where you can register. This is being held via Zoom, and we're excited to have you, and we welcome you to join us to any one of our services, whether it's the New You, whether it's Reforming Culture, and of course, our Tea Time Tuesdays. All right, all roads lead to grief recovery. We have individual sessions, and we're currently working on our group sessions. If you would like more information about our grief recovery program, you can go to our website, or you can contact one of us from the team regarding the grief recovery. Or if you know anyone else who could use the services that we provide, please, give them the information, pass it along, and they can contact us for more information regarding our individual grief sessions. Currently working on group sessions soon. All right, Carmela, I'm going to let you go ahead and speak to this.
Oh, okay. Ladies, you are invited to join us. And we're so excited for the Women at the Well Bible Study Series. We meet every month on the first Saturday. And we are in the book right now by Cynthia Hill, Becoming a Woman Whose God is Enough. We are having an extraordinary time. And so we invite every lady to come and join us. And if you visit our social media platform, you'll find a way that you can go ahead and register for that. If you are already registered for Reforming Culture, you automatically receive the emails. So just check your emails to see if there's any new updates and what we'll be covering in our next session.
All right.
And so thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. And if you can, just think of some of the things that you have taken away, write it down inside of your Tea Time journal, and maybe revisit that the next time you have an opportunity to go back into that arsenal, that toolbox, and take out some great tools that can help you build resilience. And so that's what we're all about here at the Renewal Center. taking the time to pause, to reset where we are, and to build resilience. So I hope that you enjoyed that today, talking about devotion and talking about making a comeback out of a setback. And so I'm so thankful
This
for
is
that.
good. This is a good one. Yeah.
Because I need it. You know, we all need something to help us navigate and do a whole lot better where we are. I see a remark coming in. Let's see who that is. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing. Love the journal prompts. Blessings. All
Thank
right. You're
you.
welcome. Very
Thank you
good.
so much, Deborah. And you are invited to come back. And so we look forward to seeing you the next time you join us for Tea Time Tuesday. All right, everyone. We're almost to the top of the hour, and we want to say thank you all for joining us here at the Renewal Center. We hope that you have a continued wonderful afternoon. And so we will see you again on next Tuesday. We'll have Hope is going to come to us next week, and we'll have more Tea Time Tuesday renewal practices to use. And hope you guys have an extraordinary afternoon.
Yes.
And as we say here at the Renewal Center, hope you want to say something. I didn't even ask if you
Oh,
want to say.
no, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. Yes, I'm okay.
Y'all
Absolutely.
know how we ended over here on Tea Time Tuesday. But thank y'all for joining, and we'll see y'all on next Tuesday. Have a good afternoon. And remember, I am renewal.
No.
Take care of each other.
Take care,
Have a good
everybody.
afternoon.